Today we will discuss about the problems related to a charged ring. Basically we will start with derivation of potential due to charged ring and we will proceed up to electric field. Thereafter we will discuss some special cases regarding it. First of all, suppose there is a charged ring, okay, and the radius of the ring is r as shown in the diagram, and we have to find potential at a distance x on its axis, at a distance x from its center on its axis, say at some point O, okay, and this whole ring is positively charged, maybe negatively charged, but we will consider in this situation that ring is positively charged. Now capital R is nothing but radius of the ring. Capital R is radius of the ring. X is the distance of the point, where we have to find potential. And this distance is from center. Now using Pythagoras theorem, we can easily say that this length will be equal to root over r square plus x square. Now if we consider an elemental length dl at this point, a very small length dl at this point. So if capital Q be the total charge on the ring, and definitely 2 pi r is the total length of the ring, in that situation charge per unit length will be, say it is shown by lambda, which is equal to q by 2 pi r. So this is the amount of charge contained in unit length of the ring. So if we consider an elemental length dl, so a very small length dl at this point, and if this length is dl, then definitely charge on elemental length will be q by 2 pi r. This is the charge on unit length, so charge on dl length will be q by 2 pi r into dl, and say this is the small charge dq, and due to this small charge which is written here, the potential at P will be given by, so due to this amount of charge, potential at P, we know the formula, potential is equal to charge by 4 pi epsilon naught into distance, but here the charge is small, so potential will also be very small. Now putting the value of dq, which has already been obtained here, so putting the value of dq, we will get q by 2 pi r into dl whole divided by 4 pi epsilon naught. And what is the value of r? R means the distance between charge and the point of consideration. So this is definitely root over r square plus x square. Okay. So solving this, we will get q dl by 2 pi r into 4 pi epsilon naught into root over r square plus x square. But mind this, that the potential is only due to this elemental length dl. So for the potential due to whole ring will be obtained by just integrating this expression. So we can conclude that potential due to, therefore potential due to whole ring will definitely be integration of dv, which is on the left side. On the right side, keep all constant outside the integration sign, so this will become dl by, and obviously root over r square and x square is also constant. Now the limit will be obviously 0 to 2 pi a, while here the limit is 0 to b. Okay, because the whole length of the ring is 2 pi a. So this will become v. This is given by q by 2 pi r into 4 pi epsilon naught into root over r square plus x square, and the integration of this part will give 2 pi r. So this 2 pi r will cancel each other, and the final expression is given by q by 4 pi epsilon naught root over r square plus x square. This is the desired or required expression for potential at a distance x on the axis of the ring. Now, keeping in mind a relation between intensity and potential, which says that intensity is nothing but given by dv by dx. Hopefully you all know this relation. So putting the value of v in this expression, we will get minus ddx, and the whole value of v is q by 4 pi epsilon naught root over r square plus x square. On differentiating this expression, you can do yourself, we will get q x by 4 pi epsilon naught r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. And this is the expression for intensity at the same point, p, that is at a distance x from the center of the ring. Now, since intensity is a vector quantity, so it must have direction. Okay, so to find direction, we will consider this diagram. In this diagram, mind here, instead of one charge, we will consider two elemental length and two equal charges at diametrically opposite points. Means the points are on the opposite side of diameter. Now considering a +1 charge placed here, the force over it due to this charge will definitely be along this direction. And in the same way, if we consider a positive unit charge here, the force due to this charge will obviously be in this direction. So on resolving this dE, we will get dE sin theta vertically upward. In the same way, on resolving dE, we will get dE sin theta vertically downward. The second component of these two will be definitely dE cos theta and dE cos theta, so they will be added together. Now since these two are being resolved, so they vanishes, and after resolving, what we get is dE sin theta, dE sin theta, dE cos theta, dE cos theta. These two dE sin theta will cancel each other. So the final direction is away from the axis. So we just write here away from the axis, keeping in mind that if the ring were negative, away from the axis, if the ring were negative, the direction would have been towards the center.